What's up, you guys? Welcome back to yet another Road to Lympia series. 4 weeks out, today's Saturday, so officially 4 weeks out today. Craziness. I'm gonna go over a prep update first, just because I just changed a bunch of things this morning based on my check-in, and then we're gonna get into a workout. Today is gonna be hamstrings and glutes, so we're gonna get into that. And first things first, prep update. So let's head over here.
How you feeling?
Grouchy today. Overall, I feel good. But I am definitely feeling prep right now. So my energy kind of comes in waves. It's like some days it's high, some days it's low. Some days I'm hangry, some days I'm good. Yesterday and today I've been like super hungry and just like pretty low energy, but just pushing through. And honestly, that's just how it is. Some days are better than others, and you just have to give your best, whatever that looks like each day, and that's gonna look different every day. So the days that you have the energy, give your best, and that best is gonna be totally different than the days that it's low energy. But all that matters is that you give your 100%, whatever that looks like on that day, and then just move on for tomorrow. So we're gonna do our best today to give 100% and every day forward. I think it's only like 29 or 28 more days. But yeah, prep update, this morning's check-in. We decided that everything's been kind of moving on track pretty steadily this entire prep. I've just been dropping weight every week, getting leaner every week, and everything's kind of just been like right on track. So right now, 4 weeks out, this is definitely the leanest I've been at 4 weeks out, but the goal is to bring like next level conditioning this year to the stage. So I wanna make sure that I'm like way ready early at like 2 weeks out, hopefully. So the game plan is for the next 2 weeks to just suffer and grind it out and basically just get it out of the way, just get the suffering out of the way so I can chill the last 2 weeks. Most people need to suffer like inevitably in a prep to get that lean and to that low of a body fat. I've been pretty fortunate this prep that it hasn't been too hard. My cardio hasn't been too high, my food intake hasn't been too low, but there is that like period of time that you kind of just have to grind it out. It's inevitable in order to reach that conditioning. So I'd rather just get it over with right now for the next like 10 to 14 days, grind it out and be ready. So that's the plan that we kind of decided on this morning, and I'm gonna bump my cardio up 5 minutes each session. So 45 minutes in the morning, 45 at night, and I do that 6 times a week. Training is 5 to 6 times a week, depending. Sometimes I need an extra rest day, so I take it. Just depends on how recovery is and how I'm feeling. If I'm really beat up, I will take that extra rest day. And food intake, I have been having carbs in 4 out of 5 meals, and we just decided this morning for my leg days, I'm gonna keep it the same, and all other days, so the other 5 days a week, we're gonna only do carbs in pre and post workout meals, so grind time. It'll be fun though. I'm excited because I know it's gonna just evoke a lot of good changes, and I'm gonna see progress even faster. At this point, it's kind of just been like daily changes that I'm able to see, which is the exciting and the fun part, and that's what makes the suffering worth it when you see it working and paying off. So it's just head down, time to grind the next 2 weeks, suffer, get it over with, and then we can be ready. And the last 2 weeks, I want to be able to reduce my cardio, increase my food, and just reduce any stress and inflammation going into the show. So hopefully that'll be the plan. We'll see, because you can only plan for so much. It kind of just depends on what happens, but I think we'll be good to go with that plan. And my new suit is going to be coming in a few days, so I'm super excited about that. Everyone keeps asking, are you still doing purple? Yes, still doing purple. And no, I'm not doing red hair on stage. After my Halloween costume, some people were like, do the red hair on stage. I was like, no way. But my suit is still gonna be purple. Toxic Angelz, my suit sponsor, they do an incredible job. So Margaret and I designed a little bit lighter of a suit, because last year's I felt like it was a little bit too blue for what I wanted. So it's gonna be a little bit lighter purples. I'll show you guys it. I don't mind to like sneak peek my suit. I'm not gonna hide it. So I'll show you guys when I get it. I'm super excited for that. What else is new? I don't know. What else is new? I'm trying to think. I think that's it. That's really the only changes right now, is just like grind time the next 2 weeks until we're ready. I'm close, but just that last little bit, that last like extra 2-3 pounds is always the hardest to get off. So you just got to grind it out for that one and just take it day by day. So with that said, let's get to the workout, because my pre-workout is kicking in and I can feel it like scratching. So let's get started.
And still.
I have the best people at my gym.
That's such a cool machine. Ever since you told me about it, I really loved
Look
it.
at the home. Okay, we have to show them the home button, guys. Look how cute this is. And it has a little home button for the starting point. I don't know why, but I just love. That's my favorite part about this machine.
That was dope. I like the lever. That's really cool.
I do too. How it's like you press right into it.
Yeah.
This is way too heavy. I'll probably go up in weight, but the focus right now is just time under tension and tempo. So just like a strong contraction, hold the squeeze, and then slow negatives just for the maximum time under tension. And just to get all those muscle fibers firing, all the little details in the muscle is the goal. Hip thrust, so much fun. No, I'm just kidding. Any compound lifts I have to like mentally prepare myself for. So I don't know about 3 plates for this one. I'm gonna try. We'll see what I can get. I'm sure I can do 3 plates. So I'll probably do 1 plate to start, just to warm up with for like 15 reps. And then we'll do 2 plates, and then we'll aim to do 3 plates based on how I feel. I just don't want to push for any injury because I'm not trying to hit PRs or be super strong right now. The goal is just to get those lines out, get the definition out, and time under tension for the muscles. So we'll see what we get up to today. I didn't even see that we had that one.
I think that's a news.
I didn't even see we had it. Honestly, I have to say though, nothing compares to just straight barbell hip thrust. Like just because you're in a fixed line of motion and range of motion when you're on a machine. So like this one, for example, I don't love. I feel like the back pad and the angle of where it sits on your hips and just your foot positioning, I don't love the range of motion or the line of motion, whereas here you have, it's not fixed, you know, like you can move with your body. So I prefer this by far. I do like the Nautilus one though, but we're already here, so we're gonna stick with this. And you guys will see, like most of my workouts, it's repetitive, it's the same thing. So like if it's boring, it's because that's just the reality of it. I don't really switch up what works just because there's no need to. When it comes to training, you don't need to change your workouts every week or every 2-3 weeks, every 4 weeks. Like my training stays pretty much the same with minor variations because I know what I need to target. The only difference might be I might take out certain things if my balance is thrown off or anything like that, or just based on how it feels. Like if something is hurting my lower back, I'm not gonna do it. Or if I'm just not feeling it properly, then I won't do it. And then obviously based on availability of machines of where I'm training, but for the most part, I stick to the basics. So glutes hamstring day, I always do some type of hamstring curl, whether that's a seated curl, a standing curl, a lying curl. Hip thrust of some sort, I prefer barbell. I always do like a stretching movement for my hamstrings, so like a good morning or a deadlift. Could be a barbell, could be dumbbells, could be single leg dumbbells, different variations like that. Today I think we're gonna do a barbell, and I might superset it with a band for good mornings, or we might even do good mornings on the Smith machine, depending on how my lower back feels. So we'll play around with it and see. And then we're gonna do some glute work after to finish. I have my ankle straps that I brought with me, and you guys are gonna be super excited because I'm gonna be dropping my own ankle strap soon, Jennifer Dorie's signature series. So I've tested the ones that are like the perfect ones for me because I've used some before and they just don't sit properly, or they fall off, they come undone. So I'm really excited about this. You guys will see those be available soon. Same with the Lympia t-shirt merch. So let's get to the set first. The goal is 15 reps for this first set. I always like to do around 15 reps to warm up, and then we'll see. The ground is so cold right now. Oh my goodness. Eeh. That's why I'm wearing a hoodie, because it's too cold to take the pump cover off. So light. I have to say the past few workouts I felt really strong somehow. So let's do 2 plates for next set, just because 15 was a breeze here. And yeah, we'll see how that goes. I have PTSD from these plates though, because you can't grab them all with like the handles. And one time I was putting it on a leg press, and I thought it was on like the stick, and I like dropped it, and it dropped right on my foot. So every time I hold these plates, I'm like so careful with my life, because that really hurt. Went for 15 there. I was only gonna do 12, but we have 15.
How are you feeling mentally at this time you're coming around, as opposed to last year?
I think this year I just definitely feel a lot more confident. I feel more, I guess, like worthy of winning and of the title, because I know I had achieved it last year, versus last year I was still kind of uncertain. As much as I was like telling myself that like, my goal is to win, there was still that 1% doubt in my mind. Whereas this year, I like wholeheartedly believe that I can win. Not saying that I'm going to, or like, obviously that's no knock on anyone else, because I know that everyone is working their hardest, everyone is gonna bring their best, and it's definitely not gonna be an easy competition by any means. But I know this will be my best package. So for me, that's what I mean by winning. Just bringing my best is a win, and everything that I put into this prep so far has been a win every day. So I feel confident in where I'm at, how far I have to go, the work that I put in, and the work that I'm going to put in. So far, feeling good. And honestly, I'm just excited because I'm so out of breath, but I haven't been on stage since last year's Olympia in October. So it's been over a year since I've been on stage. So I'm just like antsy to get back up on stage, and there's just so much like adrenaline and excitement. So it's really just excitement more than anything for this year, and no nerves yet. I'm sure the nerves will come, but usually for me, I don't get nervous until like right as I'm backstage, about to walk up the steps, or once they start rushing you backstage, calling like, okay, bikini girls, go line up. That's when I get nervous and start to be like, and just because everything moves so fast and like there's so much going on. But until then, my biggest tip is just don't even think about competing. Don't even let yourself get nervous, because the work's not done yet. So right now, there's no point in me being nervous, because I'm not even there yet. So like, what's the point? I'll be nervous when I'm about to step on stage, and then once my foot hits the floor, I'll be fine. So I just treat it like it's another day, and then when it's backstage, then it's game time.
Killing it.
That was not smooth with that last set. It just sometimes the bar doesn't feel straight, but we still did it. We actually did 2 sets of 3 plates,
Knocked
but
it out.
Wasn't the best sets, but it's okay. Tired.
Starting to feel it.
Starting to feel it. My energy is like, but honestly, you just can't take offense to anything people say on the internet, because there's always going to be someone, no matter what you do, no matter, you could be the nicest person in the world to everyone, you could do no wrong, and someone's going to find something negative to say about you. It's like, I just focus on the positive stuff. I would say like out of 100 comments, there's maybe like 1 or 2 negative, so I focus on the 98 positive. And then those 1 or 2 negative, it is what it is. If you want to take the time out of your day to comment something on my page, no comment. I mean, I try not to get bothered by it, but at the end of the day, I'm human. And like any of the people's YouTube or Instagrams that you follow or watch, or even like celebrities, they're human. At the end of the day, they have feelings. So the things that you say to people, just be mindful of what you say, because like you don't know what someone else is going through when you say that to them. And even just with anyone you see on the street, you know, you don't know what they're going through. So just be kind to people, whether it's online or in person. It goes a long way. So if you're thinking of writing something negative on someone's YouTube channel, you don't know what that comment is going to do to them. So just, if you have nothing nice to say nothing at all. That's what my mother taught me growing up. I see some people comment stuff. I was talking about it with someone the other day, actually. They were saying how there was like a lot of hateful comments on their YouTube channel, and they almost like didn't want to do YouTube because of it. And it's too bad, because there's so many people who enjoy watching people's YouTube content, and then there's a few people who just ruin it, because there's a lot of time and effort that goes into filming them. And like, you know, especially when we're tired, you don't always feel like showing up. You know, some days you're having a bad day, maybe you don't want to be on camera, and we still show up and we do it. And then someone comes on there and like says something nasty, and it's just, it's not necessary. So it's like, if your opinion wasn't asked, just don't give it. Kickbacks. My favorite thing ever is kickbacks with the bench, one knee on the bench, just because I feel glutes in that like nothing else. So we're going to do kickbacks with the bench, and then I'm going to do, I don't really love the, actually wait, I think they got a new, they got a new abduction machine, because I didn't really like the one that was here before. It didn't have enough range of motion, but they just got a new one, so we're going to try that out, which I'm excited to have a good abduction machine here. So we're going to do kickbacks, abductions, I'm going to do glute focused hyperextensions, and then we're going to do some banded glute work to finish off with. And yeah, that's about it for today. Nothing too crazy, because I already did, I had a pretty heavy leg day already earlier in the week. So the goal is to not inflame my legs, just details again. So nothing too heavy. We did our heavy hip thrusts. The deadlifts, I never really go heavy on deadlifts, just because I can't feel it if I go too heavy, and I don't want my lower back and my core taking over. The goal is just to feel a stretch, keep my glutes engaged the whole time, and keep the tension on my hamstrings. So I was just using a 70-pound bar, and I could go a little bit heavier, but I don't like to go too heavy for the deadlifts, because I just don't feel it for stiff legs if I go any heavier. So if you can't feel the muscle working, it doesn't matter how much weight you use, you're not going to grow that muscle. You're not even going to touch that muscle if you can't feel it. So mind-muscle connection over everything. Drop the ego, drop the weight, and focus on your form. Coming soon.
So guys should be doing this.
So for this one, you want to make sure that the bench is set up that it's on the side, because obviously I don't want to be hitting the bench with this foot. So I'm going to move it over enough that I can rest this knee on it. So I'm stabilizing with this knee right here. Both my hands are going to hold on here. This way I'm able to brace my core, keep my core tight, and now the isolation is fully on my leg, and you can see the line of motion is straight to the side of the bench. So you can do this one with a straight leg, or you can bend. So I'll show you. This would be like a straight leg kick up, or you can bend at the knee. I like to do both, so I kind of switch it up in between, but you can do either one. They're both great. Oh no, I'm gonna get stuck. The trick is you want to make sure that you're not swinging too much at the top. Make sure that you're actually contracting and squeezing, not just throwing it up and letting it come flying back down. Always want to control the negatives to get that best time under tension for the muscle. We're actually gonna superset this one with the abductions just to keep things fast-paced.
Partials are good though.
Partials are good. I mean, I'd rather be able to do the full ROM here, but something's wrong with the machine today. Let's head over. We're gonna do glute focus hyperextensions. We'll see if they have a band. If not, I'll just do it with a weight, and then we'll drop set the last set into just body weight to failure. I was gonna be so upset if it was gone. Like, no.
At least you have a purse handle now.
Purse handle. Someone was asking why I bring this bag to the gym. I buy my bags to use them, so it's like, I enjoy it, I like my bags, and honestly, this is the carry-all and the Neverfull are the best everyday bags for like tote bags, and I don't like to have to take things in and out of different bags, so I also have a Wolfpack bag that I bring to the gym with my other stuff, but this is like my everyday go-to bag that I have like everything in, like my sunglasses, all my like lip glosses, my wallet, my keys, my cards, everything. So instead of having to take everything out of my purse and transfer it into like a gym bag, I have a gym bag that I bring, and I just bring this everywhere. So my gym bag goes in the locker. This bag obviously is not gonna go in a locker, so it goes in the purse stand. But that's the reason why I bring it, because I just don't wanna take everything out of my bag every time I go to the gym, and I go to the gym every single day. So I just bring it, and it has everything locked and loaded in there for me. Actually gonna superset this one with banded side steps. And soon you guys will see my own bands. Because it's always so hard to find a band that's like the perfect resistance that I'm looking for. So I was testing different ones, and probably within the next month I think they'll be out and available for purchase, but I wanted to get one that is like the perfect level of like not too strong, but obviously enough resistance. So we're gonna do this for now though, but. That is it for today's glutes and hamstrings workout. It was actually a pretty short workout today, but that was the plan. We did seated hamstring curls, 4 sets of those, and then we went into hip thrusts. I did 4 sets of those, and then we went into stiff leg deadlifts. We did 4 sets of those. We did cable kickbacks with our knee on the bench, superset with the abductions, 4 sets of those, and then we moved on to the glute focus hyperextensions, superset with the banded side steps, 4 sets of those. And that's it for today. I'm actually not doing cardio. Today is my 1 day off cardio, and I'm gonna go get ready because we have a Friendsgiving thing we're doing tonight. So I'm gonna go get myself a Starbucks black coffee and a water to bring with me. Lately, it's the weirdest thing. I've been having like cravings for just black coffee post-workout. I know it's so strange. So I wake up, I do cardio fasted, no food, just water, and then I eat my first meal, eat my second meal. Usually I go train. My third meal is usually post-workout, and then I go home, and I'll have my fourth meal, do my cardio, and then I have my last meal. So I just find lately, like the Starbucks black coffee, because it's cold out and when it's dark out, it's just like my saving grace, and it's like the one thing that I crave. Not even in the morning. I don't even like coffee in the morning right now, only at nighttime. Like 5 p.m. onwards, I just want Starbucks black coffee. And I have the Starbucks Nespresso pods, but it's just not the same. So I'm gonna go get myself a Starbucks black coffee, and my order is Grande Pike Place with a few ice cubes in it so I can drink it right away. Key tip. Because if not, it's too hot, you have to wait like 30 minutes and you burn your mouth. That's it. So we're gonna go and get ready for tonight, and I will see you guys soon. 4 weeks out. I'll do a full day of eating next to show you guys how my diet's changed since we did just change some stuff, and I'm gonna do a check-in with you guys on the next full day of eating, so I'll show you my morning check-ins and everything too. So stay tuned for that, but as always, thank you guys for all the love, all the support, and everything. You guys motivate me to keep pushing it and give 100% every day. So hope you guys keep killing it, keep giving 100%, and I will see you guys in the next one.